Today I'll be telling you about what is Feng Shui. Basically, what happens is every individual wants a perfect surrounding. Reason is our surroundings are actually responsible for the kind of luck that we attract. And Feng Shui is all about the earth luck. See, basically, we have three types of luck. One is heaven luck. That is what we get from God as we believe. Other is human luck. That means what we create for ourselves. And the third is earth luck. That is the luck that we receive because of our surroundings. And in Feng Shui, we work on this earth luck. Now, what exactly is the difference between traditional Vastu and Feng Shui? And also traditional Feng Shui and personal Feng Shui. See, both traditional Vastu as well as Feng Shui, they have certain set rules. Okay. And as per those set rules, we say that certain direction is meant for certain things. Say, for example, you should have a kitchen in the southeast. You should have your bedrooms in the southwest. You should have your puja room in the northeast. Fine, perfectly all right, but is it really possible to have every house built exactly like that? Especially in the present situation where there are times when people are living, having a complete house into just one or two rooms. It's not possible. And then the parameters change. And that is where personal Feng Shui is something that comes for your rescue. And of course, I would also say that personal Feng Shui, when we say it comes for the rescue, it means we check out the traditional parameters and then we check out the directions of the personal Feng Shui as per the birth date of a persons who are living in the house. And then accordingly, we go about. Reason is, I have seen many times that people in a resale, they buy a flat of a very successful person who is selling it, not because he has any problems, but because he is going into a bigger house. And still, the people who get into such a flat, they face many miseries after getting there. The same Vastu which had brought immense prosperity to one person brings immense poverty and immense crisis to the other person. Difficult to believe. But yes, it is true, it happens. That is because people are of two kinds. One is East group, one is West group. Whatever is suitable for East group people may not be suitable for West group people. And that is the reason why one Vastu may be good for one person, but may not be good for other person. Similarly, you might have seen that for some people, a particular color is extremely lucky, but for some other person, the same color gives very bad results. Again, because a person also have certain particular color patterns depending on their birth date. And in personalized Feng Shui, which is going to be the last part of our Feng Shui class, we are going to consider all these things. So when you'll be studying, learning Feng Shui, actually you'll be learning in 3 stages. One is the black hat. That means you'll be understanding the pakwa, the 9 numbers that represent the 9 segments of a house, of which 8 are the directions, and the 9th is the central part. Now, when we talk about 8 directions, technically speaking, there are 10 directions. But while considering Feng Shui, Vastu, we think only of 8 directions, because rest of the 2, one is above, Urdhva Disha, the other is below, Adho Disha. And they are the directions of the levels, but we consider only the middle level, that is all the 8 directions. That is what it is. Okay. Now, when we are checking these 8 directions and their implications, or we just consider the 9 segments of the house and their implication, just that much. When we are doing it, we are doing the black hat type of Feng Shui. That is the first level, basic Feng Shui. Then we go to the directions, which is called as a compass tool. That is the second level of Feng Shui, where we understand the directions, we understand the elements, and we understand their importance. We understand which element is for what direction, and how to enhance the elements and how to reduce the elements as and when required, how to make a map, and how to mark the directions, how to make or mark the extensions and cuts in the map, and accordingly, how to judge the directions, how to judge the good and bad parts in the life of any person. All these are the criteria which you study in the compass school. But again, here, we are just following the thumb rules. We are not following anything personal. Understand that. Whereas in the personal Feng Shui, when we go about, what we find is in personal Feng Shui, we get something like a Kua number. We get something like a character number. We get something like an energy number. And then on the basis of Kua number, we find out the lucky and unlucky directions of a person. And after doing all these things, we find out whether a particular segment in the house is going to be lucky or unlucky for that person based on his date of birth. So naturally now here, things become specific, person specific. And understand, when we do a person specific Feng Shui study, then we can make a particular Vastu pull a good luck for the person who is staying in that house. Remember that. And that is the beauty of this Feng Shui course, which will be covering the basic Feng Shui, that is black hat, then the compass school and the personal Feng Shui, just in 20 sessions. So if you feel that you should give a thought about it, definitely give a call on the numbers that are given below and do inquire for our next batch, and register for it without failing. Because remember one thing, I've seen people who say, oh, we have done Feng Shui. Yeah, we have done Feng Shui. We have paid 50,000 for the Feng Shui consultant, and he gave us remedies worth almost 1 lakh rupees, but nothing worked. So we didn't believe in it. Now what will you do? This is because people many times, they either work on half-baked knowledge or they just go by the traditional ways without considering the personal touch. And that is where, once you learn Feng Shui up to the personal level, you will be able to give the personal touch to the house remedies of any person or office remedies of any person. And not only that, you are also going to learn the technique of creating the Feng Shui audit. And after that, if you wish, you can just do the Feng Shui for yourself, or you can practice as an independent practitioner, or you can be a part of our Feng Shui consultants team. That is also possible. And if that happens, definitely you are going to start benefiting much more than you expected. Because here you are going to see an absolutely scientific way of analyzing each and every small thing in the house. And in addition to that, you will also find that we hardly recommend any remedies. Reason is, we believe that if by making some small changes, that is shifting of positions in the house, if at all we can change the luck of a person, why should we make a person spend a lot, buy some remedies and keep them? It's meaningless. Secondly, I never recommend the traditional so-called things like if you have laughing Buddha, you get good luck. If you have this, no, sorry. Reason is that every tradition has the idols of its own culture. Now, remember one thing, that every type of idol is supposed to invite and invoke certain types of energies. So, we rather recommend, if at all you have to use any idol or symbolic expression, symbolic image, we recommend the images that are closer to your heart, like the ones which are from your culture. And naturally, that is where you are not going to spend exorbitant when you do your Feng Shui consultation with us also. So of course, if anybody wants to take up a Feng Shui consultation, then also you can look down in the comment box, look for our numbers, and once you will find out our numbers, what you can do is you can simply call us or WhatsApp us with your challenge, with your concern, with your question, and we'll get back to you. As simple as that. Okay? That is the simplest way in which we can help you. Bye.